What's up? What's up? We are live. Got another beat critique coming for you. I think we'll have a lot more entries this time compared to the last couple times. I know that we already have some entries on Discord that I have to go through, so. And by the way, it seems like a lot of people are still asking when I go live, but it's every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 5 p.m. Eastern, US Eastern Time. And in the description of the YouTube video, you'll see a link to submit your beat critiques to the Discord, and you just do that in the beat critique section of the Discord. But what I recommend, instead of uploading MP3s, reason being the MP3s, you can only upload 8 megabytes. So I know that I personally have some MP3s that are larger than that, so it's easier for you guys to upload links instead. So if you have like a YouTube link, SoundCloud, Dropbox, Google Drive, those will work a lot better in in the Discord. The main reason I'm doing that is because I'm trying to avoid using Gmail, because it's just really finicky. It takes a while for the emails to arrive, and sometimes the songs just don't play, so I'm just trying to avoid that altogether. Just gonna wait for a few more people to hop in here before I get started. Let me open up Discord. That's what I should have done at the beginning. So yeah, this is the Discord right here in the beat critique section. That's where I'm pointing people to submit their beats. We have a couple uploaded right now. Are you talking about, Anton, are you talking about FL Studio? This is it's called the Midnight Skin, but I don't think that it's available anymore, because I was trying to show someone where I got it from, and I can't find it on Google, but it was like 2 weeks ago I downloaded it from Google. This is FL Studio version 20.5. 20.6 is about to come out really soon. I just got a message from ImageLine about that. But yeah, this is a skin that I just downloaded. But maybe it's back up. It's the Midnight Skin 20.5. But I do know that ImageLine does have plans to set up a way for people to edit their colors and stuff on their own here shortly. But without that feature, I think what a lot of people have been doing is they've been creating their own like HTML files and whatnot. Like, it's a lot more complicated to change the colors and stuff. Or you might be talking about the channels here and the mixer. In case that's what you're talking about, I'll show you how to do that. You just highlight all your channels and then go to this drop down menu and go to color. Let's see. I haven't done this in a while. Where is it at? Oh yeah, color selected, and then select gradient. And then you'll choose the first color, and then after you choose the first color, this will pop back up and you choose the second color. and then it'll let you, you know, have this gradient going on. And I recommend you do that first, and then after you color your channels, you can link them to your mixer, and then your mixer will be whatever color and name and icon that you made in your channel rack, because you can't do the gradient feature inside of the mixer. So do your channels first, and then you could add those to your mixer and it'll all match up. Okay, yeah, the skin. Yeah, I figured you were talking about the skin. I think most people know how to do the gradient. I've already had a couple tutorials on that. I'm gonna switch this beat real quick, and then after that's finished playing, we'll go ahead and start some of these critiques. What I feel like playing. Let's see here. Go back to the Discord. So someone was asking about true peak, and they're asking what they should do if their threshold goes over the true peak. Yeah, literally just turn down the volume. I mean, there's no weird technique or anything. People always try to make things so complicated, but at the end of the day, it's usually a really simple solution, especially when it comes to mixing beats. Like, it's usually a lot easier than what people are thinking. Yeah, let me add the Discord link. Let's see. Where do I have that? Actually, I think I have it right here. I'll add it in the chat. Three more. Copy. I've also added this to the Facebook page and Facebook group, so if you're not in the group yet, make sure you hop in there too. It's just called the InflightMuzik group. Music spelled with ZK, so. I've forgotten how to make rap beats because I'm working with a Swedish rapper at the moment. Need to learn again. What DAW do you use, Anton? And what kind of beats were you making before? I find usually other genres are typically harder to make, but I guess it all depends on your background. Oh yeah, duh. You were just asking about FL Studio. Yeah, what genre of music were you making before? Yeah, at the end of this track, I'll go ahead and start these critiques. I always feel bad critiquing someone's track when they're not here, but it is what it is. I try to make, Anton says I try to make everything. I don't just make one genre. I always get bored of one genre. That's what it is. Yeah, I'm trying to get into making what's it called? Future bass. Mainly because of the sound design aspect. Like I'm heavy into sound design, but when it comes to trap and rap and hip hop, there's not as much sound design compared to EDM. But I also like the melodic elements of future bass as well. Once I start doing that, I'll go ahead and get on Spotify and start adding songs on there. Alright, let's check out this first track from Mikaso, RJ Barrett, MP3. Anton says, I'm into trance and drum and bass right now. Done future bass before. That's cool. Let me turn this up. I have my volume pretty low. Wavy intro. Nice chords. Good drop. Good sound selection. Levels are all good. Nice wide synth bass, but I could still hear the sub in the middle, so that's good. Those hi-hats are a little dry. Just a touch of reverb would help for sure. And then maybe painting those hi-hats a little to the left or a little to the right instead of right down the middle. But that's more of a taste thing. I like the kick when it's playing with the synth bass, but when it's by itself without the bass, it sounds really plain, but that might be something that you're going for. Like without the bass, I just want that kick to hit a little harder. A little harder. Maybe a touch of reverb on the clap as well. I'm losing my voice all of a sudden. Drink some water. Yeah, my voice. What the hell? There we go. This track's 4 minutes long. That was a long gap with no bass. It would have been nice if you had a switch up with an 808 where the gap wasn't so long without bass. Instrumentation's really nice. And I'm assuming this isn't a loop either, just because of like a lot of times when people download loops, you could almost hear like how much processing is on there, specifically when it comes to like compression, and it almost always sounds like it doesn't belong in the song. Kind of like back in the day when you used to hear vocals recorded on a 2-track and you could hear that the vocals were like sitting on top of the 2-track. Like you hear that a lot when people use loops. Like it's just not mixed in there right. That's like the #1 giveaway, like when you're listening to someone's beat, whether or not they actually composed it versus used the loop. But that's not to say that this isn't a loop. If it is, it's just really well made. And possibly maybe only one of the elements is a loop, and then he composed the rest of the track around it. That's always a good idea too, because you just get a lot more dynamics out of it. Yeah, I really like this track mainly because of the instrumentation and the dynamics. Like, you did a really good job in terms of leveling. and having depth. But you get a little bit more depth if you had a little bit of reverb on that high end with those hats. I feel like the track would stand out just a little bit more. All right, let's check out influences. I'm going to actually go to the SoundCloud link. It says it's a pretty dark track. I wonder if this is the guy that... Yeah, I think this is the guy that hit me up on IG that said that I probably won't play the whole thing because of how crazy it is. I'm pretty sure that is. Actually, let me look. Because I think that was... I think that's what his name was. Zen something. Yeah, Zenshin. Yeah. This is the same guy. I just recently posted a post on IG about Beat Block. And someone just said that they're going through Beat Block right now. Let me read that to you guys because I feel like this is really important. Beat Block. Beat Block isn't real. It's an emotional fear of making a bad beat. You're stopping yourself and questioning everything you're doing. As soon as you stop doing that, Beat Block stops. Nothing is physically stopping you from making beats other than your thoughts. And that is what I call the Beat Block myth. Like, it's just not a real thing. It's just a mental state. And people get trapped in that, like, mental loops when they're making music. Anton just posted a track on Discord. This must be it. Acid Hoff. Let's go ahead and listen to Zenshin's real quick. Intro was too long. You could have cut that intro in half. This isn't nearly as dark or as bad as what you're making it out to be, Zenshin. What's up, Gary? I like the vocals. Good switch up. Good decision. The drums are pretty much, you know, your classic trap drums. Nothing really much to say there. I like that bass. I want to hear what it sounds like on my earbuds. See how it translates. Should translate pretty well. Yeah, the mix sounds good on the earbuds too. Wow. You know what's really good about this beat? Especially after what you had said to me on Instagram, like there's a lot of space for a rapper to do his thing on here. The arrangement and the composition is nice and sparse, so there's a lot of room to just flow and have an artist do their thing. So, and you just posted this 1 day ago? Maybe I'm thinking of someone else, because what I thought you had said was that you had posted this track and someone else's beat critique, and they wouldn't even play the whole thing. Yeah, I can't imagine that it was this beat because, yeah, there was nothing crazy about that in terms of not wanting to play it. Yeah, I'd say that was a good track, Zenshin. All right, Acid Hoff, Aeonic Beats. Not sure if my track is mixed well, though. Might sound bad, sorry. Well, this is what these are for, so. I think this is Anton. Lo-fi intro. I like the Foley sounds. Okay, yeah, this is Anton. Is this the rapper that you're working with? The Swedish rapper? I want that kick to hit a little harder. I'm hearing the 808 a lot more than the kick. That's a cool little snippet. Did you mix his vocals too? I felt like the vocals were well recorded. I'd say overall that was a good mix. Yeah, the kick sounds good when it's on its own, but as soon as that bass comes in, it kind of disappears. But other than that, okay, so he mixed the vocals into the beat. Yeah, he must have a good setup if he recorded that at home, like a good room, good mic. Is that where you live, Sweden, or you just happen to be working with a Swedish rapper? I'm gonna check my email real quick, just in case someone submitted something in there. No, we are good to go. Anton, I'm from Finland, but I speak Swedish, so he's my gaming friend. That's cool. I don't even own a gaming system. Last one that I owned was a PS3, and I gave that away, along with a bunch of games, and even some games that I had unopened. That's why I gave it away, because I had games that I bought that I haven't even opened, and I was like, I guess I'm never gonna play this ever again. So I just gave it away to a kid that lives down in Panama. All right, let me let's see here. Yeah, this critique went a lot faster than previous one. So let me just switch gears real quick. I just downloaded, you guys might have seen my tutorials on Spitfire Labs. And let's see. They just released a new sample pack today, like hours ago, I think. And I went ahead and downloaded that. So I want to take a listen to what it sounds like. Extra orchestral. But this is literally my favorite company when it comes to a free plugin that has orchestral sounds. But basically, it's just a plugin that you download, and then every once in a while they'll come out with a sample pack that actually loads up inside of this plugin, and you're able to just play, the sounds within the plugin. So let me see if this downloaded right. I'm not seeing it here. Tune percussion. Yeah, I'm actually not seeing it in here. It was called like Oriya or something. It was like atmospheric sounds. So maybe it's under synth. Piano. Oh, I had a couple things selected at the same time. Maybe that. Nope. Yeah, I'm not seeing it in here. Oh, experimental maybe. London Atmos. Yep, there it is. Opia. Opia, not Oriya. Bass synth band. Let's try this out. Anton says, I'm thinking of getting Serum, but I'm not sure. Especially in the genres that you used to be doing. I'm surprised you don't already own it. Lumina 3 from Project Sam and Massive. Did you get the new Massive or the old Massive? Did you get Massive X? Massive X doesn't even work on my computer, so I won't be buying it. Not until I get a new computer. I like some orchestral choirs as well. I have a hard time choosing. Lumin. Oh, you know what? I just stumbled upon Lumina days ago. Are you familiar with, what's his name? Alex Makula? He has a crazy video out right now where he did a remake of Final Fantasy. When you do like those battles in Final Fantasy, like the theme song, the main theme battle song, like he remade the whole thing, and it's more badass than the original. But he used a lot of Lumina 3 in it. But yeah, let's take a listen to what this sounds like. Like these are all going to be like super cinematic sounds. I'm just holding down one note right now. So like the texture is like evolving. Anton says, yeah, he made me buy orchestral stuff. Alex is a beast. Yeah, he's the best guy on YouTube to learn orchestral music from. Like I'm just now getting into TV, film, and video game placements. Where do you send beats? Let me, I think I still have it here, yeah. Send it into this Discord. Join the Discord server, and then you could post YouTube, SoundCloud, Dropbox, Google Drive. Any of those links will work. And MP3s that are less than 8 megabits. And make sure you post it in the Beat Critique section, which looks like this. Let me pull this up. Yeah, right here, Beat Critiques, after you join. And then I'll check out your music. Anton says, yeah, me too. I've always wanted to do movie music, but I don't know anything about theory. I can't remember if Alex knows anything about theory either. I think he does. I can't remember. I've never really paid attention to him talking about music theory or not. I would say with orchestral music, a lot more people do know about theory doing it. It's definitely a huge advantage when it comes to film scoring. Yeah, I just not sure if you're familiar with Jacob Lethal Beats, but a friend of mine just mentioned a show on Netflix Like, I'm heavy into anime and stuff like that. But I was listening to the outro, and I was like, this sounds like Jacob Lethal. And then all of a sudden, I heard his tag, which is like just metal clashing with each other. And sure enough, it was Jacob Lethal. Watched the end credits, and it said produced by Jacob Lethal. It's like, that's so dope. Literally, it's been like 2 weeks that I've been looking into getting into like TV and film placements and stuff. So it was just odd timing that I would run into that. Wow. That's crazy. So you have, when you click on this, you have like different options that you can mess around with. Like I said, this is absolutely free. So if you don't own this, you're missing out, especially if you're trying to do like soundscapes and stuff. It's a nice little filter right here. And I think this is just volume. Yeah. Cool. That's just the first sound. Let me see if T posted his beat yet. So I don't have him waiting. Nope, not yet. What is good, Simo? Yeah, Anton, I definitely suggest you download that for sure. Cause like it's not like a one thing. Like you have all this stuff, and they're adding stuff to it like every month. It seems like. Let's go to Locust. See what this is like. Yeah, they just posted this like a few hours ago, I think, Simo. It's like ambient sounds. Literally sounds like Locust. It was funny, I was watching like this I don't even know what to call it, but it was basically like a roundup of a bunch of film composers. So it was like Hans Zimmer and the guy that composed most of Game of Thrones, the guy that did Blade Runner, like a whole room full of these guys, and they're all just getting drunk. And dude, it's like the most interesting conversation. If you're into film scoring at all, definitely check that out. But actually, it was posted by Spitfire. So Spitfire put the whole thing on, and they were talking about labs and stuff. And they brought up a guy named Oliver Arnolds, and he's someone that I've listened to like for years and years and years. And this is actually a preview of one of his sound packs. So I got really excited when I saw Oliver Arnold's name attached to this. So some Foley sounds. Pretty cool. Piano granular. I bet this is going to sound crazy. That right there is signature Oliver Arnold's right there. Like a lot of his music that I was listening to was literally him with a piano in like a really small room with a lot of reverb. Yeah, this is great. I'm pretty sure that was T that just submitted a beat, so we'll check that out here in a second. Piano pad. Yep, I'm a fan of that one. Let me turn that up. Filter it down. It's just automatic cinematic feels. I love it. Didn't see what you showed me. I'm on my cell phone. Could be why. You're saying you can't see the Discord link, I'm assuming? Let me see what's going on here. Oh, yeah, that wasn't you that posted. Let's see. Yeah, if you're on a phone, I guess maybe you can't see the link. Let me try and post it again. All right, I just posted it. I added it again. You could also type in InflightMuzik group on Facebook. I know you're on Facebook right now. Just type in InflightMuzik group, music spelled with a Z and a K, and go into the group. And the last post that I added on there earlier today should have the link for you to add your beats for critique. So that'll be your best bet if you're not able to see it in the chat. Simo, I know the snare is quiet, but the guy I was making the beat wanted everything else to be more important than the snare, so I had to lower the volume. I wonder how quiet it is. Let's see. Got those cinematic drums. This is like the perfect beat for the conversation that we were just talking about. Especially since he decided to use a rim. Like having a rim instead of a snare, it's already small. What is that, like a piccolo? Or is that a flute? I guess that is a flute, but Anton says, what if you make a 4 or 8 bar MIDI loop and us followers could have a competition? Could be a fun thing. Yeah, that's definitely in the works. Have you downloaded any of my free MIDI kits? If you go to my main YouTube page, you can download, I think I have like, I don't know how many free MIDIs I have on there, but it's a lot. Oh, it's an expand flute. Okay. Yeah, I have like a MIDI chord kit. I have like a bunch of MIDI chord kits for dark trap, for trap soul, R&B, like lush chords. I have dark melodies. That's all I can remember off the top of my head. I like the beat, but I think a hard snare would work better. Well, I do like the rim, but yeah, it just needs to be turned up. I feel like the rim fits the track. You know, another thing that you could do, which he probably might not like, if you turned the bass down, it would make the snare stand out more too. Because the bass is definitely the loudest part. At the end, it sounded fine though. I mean, yeah, maybe just a couple dB. Nothing crazy. Alright, so T figured out how to get his track on here. Let me go ahead and listen to this. It's called Star Studded. Looks like he used clips. Dropbox with a clips link. No, it's just Dropbox. I would say because that piano is only 3 notes, I would cut that intro in half. That kick sounds really small. What's up, Jade Gomez? What's the best way to request beat criticism if you don't see the link? Did you say Facebook group? Well, since you're on YouTube, you could actually just go in the description. There's a link there too. The drums sound a little dated. I'd say the overall sound selection could use an upgrade for sure. Yeah, that kick sounds more like, not EDM, but like, I forget what genre I'm thinking of, but it doesn't sound like a typical hip-hop kick. I could hear those electric keys, the E piano in the background. Maybe turn that up a little bit. Sounds like, Anton says, sounds like early 2000 beat. Yeah, it's definitely dated. Yeah, I would say update the sound selection, and you have this snare roll that comes in quite often. I would only save the snare rolls for like an 8-bar transition or a 16-bar transition, but it's coming in a little too often. If you do want snare rolls that often, I would switch up the snare roll because you're playing the same pattern every time. Let's listen to the outro here. Yeah, I would just say maybe switch out the sounds. If you have some different VSTs, different plugins. Yeah, what piano are you using in here? Just curious. Simo says he asked me to make the bass around -4, -3. Change that 808 kick, hi-hats, and some effects, so I wanted to keep some stuff that he asked me. Yeah, that's what I figured. Simo says, can I send a loop for critique too? Yeah, absolutely. Deco, what's up? Welcome back. I'm on the train, coming home from work. Gotta watch when I get in. Sounds good, sounds good. Where are you from, Deco? It's kind of cool you take a train to work. General. T, are you still in here? I think he might have left. Hopefully he heard the critique. I always, like I said at the beginning, I always hate when I do critiques and they're not even in the room. Like I feel like they miss out on extra feedback because a lot of times I'll ask specific questions that might help. Yeah, we'll wait for Simo's loop and let's demo some more of these sounds from Opia. Pluck synth. Love the detuning on that. I wonder if turning this down will get rid of some of that detuning because it's a little much. Okay, here's the 4-bar loop. But my mind isn't powerful enough to be able to handle the Akebono scale for 8 bars. Well, a lot of those are just... I would concentrate more on 4 bars. I mean, the less notes that you have, the less, you know, the less options that you have. Yeah, definitely Akebono for sure. Oh my god. Yeah, that was... Yeah. Yeah, 4 bars. But you don't have to, like, do crazy switch-ups. I would just copy and paste that into the next 4 bars and then just change 1 or 2 of the notes. Or change the rhythm of it a little bit. But that's the thing about exotic scales like Akebono and Karajoshi, whatever you want to call it, Insin. Like those, there's less notes to choose from, so you don't have to go crazy with it. Yeah, Sima, I agree. It's the detune's a little much, but it's still fire. You said that took you 20 minutes to get that done? That was some Akebono for you. Yeah, let me turn this down and see if it gets rid of some of that detuning. Sure didn't. It's on reverb right now. Okay. That's why. Let me change the decay, see what happens there. Change sustain. That's the one bad thing about sample libraries, especially, well, specifically with my computer, they'll run up that CPU real fast. Simo says I want to download it right now. Anton asks, how do I install the labs thing? There's actually a video on their website. They'll show you how to go through it. I think it's a video. I can't remember if it's a video. But basically you have to install the Spitfire plugin. And then after you install that, you go to their different packs and labs. And then let me just show you the website. That'll be easiest. Actually, do I have a... I was thinking I downloaded something that might help, but... Let's see. New... Actually, what will happen? Yeah, just choose any of these, click Get, and then this will pop up. Do you have the Spitfire Audio app installed on your computer? Click No, and then it'll install that, and then you'll have the option to download any of these packs. So it's really easy. It's just a two-step process. It just takes a while to download all of these. Hopefully one day they'll just have like a download bundle where you could just download all of them at the same time. Let's make a huge collab with everyone. Sounds chaotic but interesting. Confucius. I remember critiquing one of your beats, but I don't remember if you're here or not for that. Let's see. Jade says, how long am I streaming for? Might send a beat. Probably stream for, let's see, what time is it? It's 5:52 here. Probably until like 6:30 or 7. So another half hour to an hour. Simo says, how can you stream and use labs at the same time? If I do that, my potato computer would explode instantly. You know, that's a good question because I thought mine would be gone too. I have no idea. Especially being on Discord and I have this chat pulled up and streaming live. Yeah, that's crazy. Sub bass. Synth stab. Synthwave 1. Oh crap. This is about to tear my computer up, I know it. That was just 2 notes. Simo says, oh no, I forgot my Spitfire password. Might have to redo the whole thing. Okay, this is really cool because Simo, you weren't here when I said that Image Line is dropping FL Studio 2.6 here in a couple days, or soon anyway, and they have a new feature called Burn to MIDI. So like this preset right here, it's playing chords with one key. So that's just one note, and it's playing multiple notes at the same time. But with the new version of FL Studio, you're going to have an option where you right click. So say I recorded this. So we have that recorded and it's just one note. But in the next version, you'll be able to right click right here. And then right here, there's going to be an option that says burn to MIDI. And it's going to create the MIDI notes that it's hearing from the audio. So it's kind of like a new tone in terms of like convert audio to MIDI. I'm not sure if any of you guys realize that you could do that. You could do it in Edison too. Let's see here. I forget how to do it in Edison. File. No, it's under Tools. Yeah, it's under Tools. I never really use it because it's not really accurate. Yeah, right here, analysis, convert to score and dump to piano roll. So if you have audio in here, you could turn it into MIDI. Same thing with new tone. Yeah, Simo. Yep. Yes, sir. Let's see what's going on in Discord. Okay, let's continue on with the demo. Synthwave 2. Nice. Okay, so with Synthwave 2, they actually play the individual notes as is. Oh, never mind, I'm wrong. No, they don't. Anton says, how do you open Spitfire in FL Studio? You open it just like you open any other plugin in FL Studio. And it won't be called Spitfire, it'll just be called Labs. So you see Labs right here. So just do, go to your plugin manager, wherever Spitfire saved to. So you got to pay attention to where you saved Spitfire to. And then do your plugin scan, and then you'll have Labs pop up. Simo says, bro, I thought I had all the Labs presets, but there's like 7 I haven't downloaded yet. Yeah, man, they drop new samples like every other month. Synthwave 3. That junk's so epic. So epic. Tape loop wobble. This is probably going to be way too much wobble, I already know. Yeah, I won't be using that. Tape warps major. Just so much texture. It's crazy. Do I have frozen strings? Yeah. And do I even use it? I haven't yet. I think they aren't really that good. I disagree. Frozen strings is actually why I downloaded Labs. That's how I found out about Labs. It was the first thing that I ever downloaded. Let's go to frozen strings. I'm surprised you don't like it. Let's go to cello. Cello's like one of my favorite instruments. Yeah, I like frozen strings. Let's try one of these other presets. Super Soul. Someone says, I didn't remember those like that. I remembered them like someone smashing the strings of a broken violin. I don't know. Let me see if I can find something that's like that. I can't imagine any of those being like that. These go up really high. Woo! Man, you can't tell me that Frank Dukes and Q Beats wouldn't have a field day with these sounds. But yeah, let's go back to Opia. Scary strings. Yeah, yeah, there is a scary strings, right? That actually might be what you are confusing it with. Yeah. I remember there was some strings that I didn't like. Let's go to stretch. These are probably the ones you're talking about. It's a very dark night. Maybe. Cool. No, let me see if I could. Amplified cello quartet evil. Maybe this one. Slide up. That's a lot of fun. Yeah, I don't know. I know their guitars. I wasn't really a big fan of their guitars. Not Moon Guitar. Moon Guitar is actually really good. Yeah, Moon Guitar is sweet. Simo says, I don't know what's happening. I can't download anything from the Spitfire web. They might be getting a hell of a lot of downloads right now. Because it literally just dropped like hours ago. Let me see. Let me check my email. See exactly when it dropped. Let's see. Is this the right email? Oh, promotions. What's up, Akeem? Did you submit a beat? Where's the link to that? Are you talking about labs or the beat critique? The beat critique link is in the description. Let's see. Was it this email? Maybe I'm in the wrong email. Switch my email. Anton says just close Spitfire and it will open automatically and it will start the download. Definitely looking forward to that, Simo. Yeah, so Opia just dropped at 11:46 this morning. So yeah, they're probably getting hella downloads. And people are just now getting off work, so they're just now seeing their email, and yeah. Yeah, they're probably getting crazy downloads right now. Yeah, there's the link to Spitfire Labs that Simo just posted. Yes, sir. Let's see. Yeah, let me go back to... Yeah, let me find that guitar that I don't like. It's like one of their acoustics. Yeah, the Charango. This thing's horrible. I mean, I'm sure it has its uses. No, actually, that's dope. Maybe it was one of the electric guitars. Yeah, Peel guitar. I think this was it. No, this is dope too. Hakeem says I put a link in the Discord for critique. Okay, let's check it out. I don't see it. Hakeem, what's your name in the Discord? Because I don't even see you in here. Yeah, all those, I take that back. I feel like I just made the same mistake that you did with Frozen Strings. Yeah, I don't remember it right. You know what I think it is for me personally? I think at the time when I was listening to it, I wasn't really into those, you know, Q Beats, Frank Dukes type sounds. But now that I am like into those, all those sounds have a lot more potential than before. Triple Threat in the... Triple Threat is the name? Yeah, I don't see your name in here. Crosses 1215. I don't see that name either. I don't even see it in the offline section. Are you sure you joined the right Discord? Yeah, click that link that I just posted. Join that, and then you should be good to go. My FL won't find Labs plugin at all. Double check where you installed the plugin. Simo says same. I didn't like that violin with the high-pitched part, and now I think it's crazy good. Yeah, I think that's what happened to me. Confucius Beats with another link. Confucius, who are you in the chat? I forget. I totally forget. But let's go ahead and take a listen to this one. Triple Threat. Oh! You're Akeem. Gotcha. Okay. Alright. Triple Threat. Yeah, I think I remember liking your first beat too. The drum sound kind of muffled. I like the beat though. Anton says, got it now, just had to wait on the fine plugin thing. Good stuff. I think some artists would like that dropout that you did, the way that you did it. I feel like that inspires a lot of ideas in terms of writing. Oh yeah, don't worry, I'm gonna play the whole thing. There's no reason not to. You have like hella reverb on some of the percussion, and then the snare is just hella dry. It's like two opposite ends of the spectrum. I'm not saying that's a bad thing or a good thing, it's just noticeable. Simo says the beat is crazy, but personally I would change the 808 or EQ some of the brightness out of it. I agree. I think that's where the muffledness is coming from on the drums. I prefer subwoofer smashing 808s instead of bright ones. Yeah, it's usually not a good thing when the brightness is more powerful than the sub. Depends on the genre, I guess, because I know that happens a lot in EDM. Akeem says, taking all critiques humbly. Good stuff. I like how you're using that lead for stereo space. Or how you're using the stereo field with that lead. It's good. Anton says, thank you for showing me this plugin. It's actually amazing. Yeah, you're not going to find a better plugin for orchestral sounds that's free. Does not exist. Closest thing is I think it's called like palette colors or colors or something, color palette for Contact. But you actually have to have, like, it doesn't work on Contact Player. You have to have the actual version of Contact. So that's not one that I recommend to people because I know not everyone owns Contact. Simo says for the Undefeated by Anton, I used 6 different saturators for the 808 and sounded crazy, so it definitely depends on the genre. Simo says Spitfire equals poor omnisphere, poor man's omnisphere. I think of Expand like that. It's like a poor man's omnisphere. Confucius with another one, Captain America. Kyle beats. This is way different than your usual stuff. The other 2 beats, Akeem. Going crazy with that 808. That's way too loud. Like your limiter is smashing the crap out of that 808. Yeah, everything's distorted from that 808. Someone says, do you have or know Portal by Output? No. Is Portal that, the loop plugin? I know nothing about granular stuff, but low-key I want to get it. Oh, it's a granular synth? Simo, did you watch my tutorial on Fruity Granulizer? Simo says 808 super loud but fire. Sounds like Triple X Tentacion. Someone says it's not a synth, it's a effect or something. Okay. Oh, okay. Just a granular effect. I gotcha. Yeah, I'm not going to play that one all the way through, especially since it's 4.5 minutes. That sounds more like what Zen was talking about earlier, about not wanting to play a beat all the way through because of how dark it is or whatever he was saying. But yeah, that amount of distortion, it makes it really hard to listen to. Like you could hear the compression going on. Someone says, I love how people who speak English spell Tentacion. Spell Tentacion? It sounds so different to the Spanish spelling. I don't get it. You're saying people that speak English spell tentacion different than the Spanish spelling? Or are you saying that English people pronounce it differently than Spanish people? Someone says, but well, I have to leave now. You'll have me here on Monday with some labs beats. Looking forward to it, Simo. I'll see you then. Synthwave. That's one of my favorite genres. Definitely some synthwave. Oh, Simo was talking about the pronunciation. I gotcha. Yeah, for sure. Hearing some slight distortion. Yeah, this is what I was trying to tell T earlier. Like, his kick drum doesn't sound like it's a hip-hop drum. Like, it literally sounds like a synthwave drum, or like a drum from the 80s. Like, it sounded like it didn't fit the genre. Traditional 80s snare. You did a really good job with the side chaining on that kick too, because you get a nice pumping feeling from it. What are you using for the synths? Is it Tal, or is it Arturia stuff? I'm guessing it's like Tal, you know, LX. Sounds very much like Tal. Anton says it's just harmless. Yeah, I don't have harmless or harmer. I'm not as familiar with those. Totally embodied the 80s with the synthwave track. Do you have a Spotify or anything? Because I feel like this would do really good on Spotify for sure. I'm gonna try and get a discount link for you guys for DistroKid, because I feel like a lot of you aren't signed up to Spotify or Tidal or Apple or, you know. Yeah, DistroKid's like $20 for the entire year, and you could monetize your Spotify, and you can monetize all of your streaming. So I'd definitely do that, Anton. You should make a beat tape with all synthwave. I'd listen to it for sure. Samson, what's up? This feels like it should be on the Electronic Gems YouTube channel. Yeah, that's another thing that you guys can be doing too. Like whenever you come up with beats from specific genres, look up the playlists on YouTube as well. That's how I found most of the artists that I listen to, from different YouTube playlists. Because I'm on YouTube a lot more than I'm on than I listen to songs on Spotify. I almost never listen to songs on Spotify, but I know that that's a lot bigger and pays a lot better than well, really any streaming platform. Well, actually, I think technically YouTube does pay the best. So if you could get views on YouTube, but the thing is when you add, yeah, here's the caveat to that. When you add a stream or music to someone's playlist on YouTube, I don't think, well, there is like YouTube Music, and you could do that through DistroKid too. So I'm not as familiar with that, so let me not talk about that. I'm not sure if you would split revenue from that, but in terms of like ad revenue and the actual streams, you get a lot of money from YouTube. But anyway, let me check this real quick. Let's see, what time is it? Been on here for an hour and a half. Yeah, if anyone else has any questions or any more beats that they want to submit for critique, please do so now. Otherwise, I think we are going to call it. I know we were waiting on one other person, but I use SoundCloud the most. It's really easy to use. That's cool. Always do what works for you, for sure. Yeah, I have a SoundCloud and an Audio Mac, and I get like 10 times more plays on Audio Mac, so. But I'm probably going to keep posting on SoundCloud when I start posting again. I forget who it was that I was waiting on. Jade? Let me scroll up to the chat. Yeah. Jade Gomez. I don't think that they're here. Yep, I'll do one last call. Oh, hold on. Looks like someone's... What's up, Sacred? Let's check this out. Uses big samples, and I'm not sure about the mixing. Oh, Samson. Okay. My volume turned down. Hold on. I'm totally getting copyrighted in this stream. This is interesting. I feel like my dad would like this a lot. There's nothing really wrong with the mix. Might be a little bright, that's about it. The bass is really low, but for this style, I feel like it should be about where it's at. But maybe if you cranked it up, maybe a couple dB or so, it wouldn't hurt. Samson says the 80s Australian synthwave sample. Currently not collabing with anyone at the moment, Anton. But definitely do your thing, make a track with Labs, and I'd love to hear it on Monday. I try not to do any social media at all on the weekends, so. Usually on the weekends I'm making all of my videos for the next week or the next couple weeks and working on my own beats. Right now I'm doing some updates to a kit that I'm releasing here soon. Yeah, man, that's I like the style. I like like I said, there's nothing really wrong with the mixing. If I changed one thing, it would probably be to take out some of those highs just a little bit and then increase some of the lows. Because you can almost hear, like there's a thing called a tilt EQ, and it literally just turns down the bass while it increases the highs or vice versa. Like I feel like a nice little tilt EQ would be perfect for that. But yeah, I like it. Plus I'm an 80s baby, so I typically like 80s derived genres and tracks in general. But yeah, I might post something in the collab section where you guys can remix some stuff. And then maybe on Wednesday or Friday when I do another live, you could hear what you guys came up with. I'll probably make some sample loops or something. Here soon, I'm going to be doing free sample loops, like, I think once a month. Well, not once a month. Like, I'll be advertising the free loops, like, throughout the month. But, yeah, every month I'll have, like, probably, like, a 10-pack of sample loops that you guys can mess around with. I feel like that'll help encourage you guys to submit more stuff for critique. Let's see here. Yep, an hour and 30 minutes exactly. Yeah, if we don't have any more submissions or any more critiques, if you do, speak now or forever hold your peace until Monday. Again, these live streams are every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. United States, 5 p.m. Eastern Time. The MIDI files are on my main YouTube page. Just go to, let me see. Yeah, YouTube, InflightMuzik. You can also type in InflightMuzik free, and it'll have a whole list of all the free stuff that I've done. Let's /InflightMuzik. Yeah, there's the link to my YouTube, my tutorial page. Go to the main channel and then, oh, you know what? Now I get why you guys can't see links on Facebook. Because Facebook doesn't let me type into the chat and have it appear in Facebook. Okay, I totally get it now. Yeah, just type in InflightMuzik into Google, and then you'll come to my main channel page, and then there's actually a playlist with all of my free stuff. I think it's called free stuff or free kits and stuff. Just scroll down to like the middle of the page and you'll see all of it. Well, yeah, I think that is a wrap. Cool. I'll check out the tilt. Thanks, man. No problem. All right.